Chronicles of Nana. Episode 3, The Secret Recipe.
You are now privileged to be looking at the very first knitted Shreddy, the original one, knitted and invented by the great Elsie Bidmead. Oh, they set up a thing called Initiative S to see if they could get these grandmas to knit food for everyone.
Knitting food?
Knitting food. Nanotechnology, they called it.
So tell us about Elsie and the birth of nanotechnology.
Well, I was a child at the time, about 5 or 6, and my grandmother decided to invent the perfect tasty snack. Have you heard of Initiative S?
The government war project?
Yes. I've kept several of their files here. Well, she dusted them off and decided to experiment in knitting all sorts of shapes and sizes to make the perfect taste. Of course, not all these prototypes were very successful. But I do remember one day she came bounding through the door, extremely excited, saying, "I've got it! 4 layers, Rosie," she kept saying. 4 layers for the perfect taste. It seems that she was sitting in the garden knitting under her favourite apple tree when 4 apples fell on her head. Not 1, but 4. That gave her the idea of knitting 4 layers into 1 square. Originally, there were 2 copies of the recipe. One, the one that was given to Albert, is under lock and key at the Shreddies factory. The other, Elsie hid.
So you mean no one knows where it is?
Not a soul. And I'm very afraid it will fall into the wrong hands.
To be continued.